mix again. I apologise in advance that I've not had a trim and I'm not looking fresh for these videos, but we're keeping this prep series very real. I ain't had time for a trim, and I probably won't have time for a trim till next week, so the homeless look is going to have to stick for now. But I'm the client today, so in-person check-in with Cal, my coach. Introduction to Cal, I'm sure 80% of you all know who he is. Cal Pro Coach, Cal Raistrick, founder of Pro Coach. He is arguably soon to be the best prep coach in the world. And I don't say that lightly, there's some absolutely incredible prep coaches, but the impact that he's having on the industry, especially within the UK scene, is incredible, and grateful really to be part of that team. So previously friends with Cal, now a client. He's going to have a look over me today at what is 10 weeks out, see where we're at. I think after today, the pace will probably get picked up, just because I personally think there's quite a lot to come off. So you can see how serious I am. We had a future Olympian teaching me how to pose yesterday. We've got a guy who puts Olympians on stage coaching me. So no pressure then, just down for me now to do the work. But we're just getting some steps in, and then he's gonna arrive. We're gonna go through a session, push session, and then hit a round of posing with an in-person check-in after. So we'll show you updates of the physique again, see where we're at, see what he thinks, and then I'm sure the next few weeks will be mapped out pretty critically, so we'll go from there.
If you're trying to nail one show, and you're going to have to potentially extend the prep by another show or another show, and we've done it before, like you're inside out for a regional, but then he's got a pro qualifier in 5 weeks after, 7 weeks after, 9 weeks after. You're just stretching out the time frame you can actually hold the look.
Yeah.
So for him, it's like he could be 100% this weekend, but then fuck the pro qualifier in 5 weeks. It's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Do a leaper. I'm trying to do more with her than do a feature. I checked the web, they out here chewing me up. Fuck it. Fade away, I left that Lucania bucket. I heard from someone you said you could be us. Nothing. You know my city like the new Korea. Bust it. All these discussions over who could see us. Hush it. I sold them basements out, let's do arenas. Crushing. She looking, I'm blushing. I'm lying, I'm touching. I need this shit to be tooken up, I got accustomed to it. Fuck a leap of faith, I took a jump just like it's nothing to it. Girl, them Russian twists is working, I just put your button to it. All that talk, I'm cutting through it. I ain't no connoisseur, but I like this kind of store. I got nothing to do with who the fuck they think I'm screwing.
I ordered some white and black ones, you know, off Gerald's brand.
Mate, they're lovely, mate.
They don't fit yet though. Yeah, they don't fit, like, they will fit, but
It's in too tight?
yeah. My legs just blow when
your
I
legs?
turn, yeah. But all my fat, it's like off season just goes here and here.
Yeah.
So it'll just come off.
They're probably my favourite shorts of this year so far in all the
they
shows,
are,
yeah.
They
Fit really nice,
He's
mate.
nailed it with them, hasn't he?
Really nice. Nice. Once your waist is all the way in, those shorts will fit.
Yeah.
Perfect, mate. Perfect.
But I've not been, when I hit my legs consistently, every week they just so I've calmed them down once every 10 days because they were just getting too big.
Yeah. Hear that? Let's get too big.
They were. And I'm not the tallest guy. I hold all the fat here. It's a shit look.
Waking all the day, giving thanks, hit a knee and pray. I go state to state, making plays for that paper plate. I must keep it pure and then secure whatever's meant for me. Throw me to the wolves and I survived it, now it's hella pay. I can feel me rising up, pressure brought this diamond up. This like perfect timing, huh? They are way too fond of us. Blessings got them lining up, divining to my timing up. I'm climbing up, you won't see me folding up. You icy but ain't cold enough, feeling like the chosen one. Obstacles I overcome, they label me as troublesome. Rather see me down on my luck, but look, he powered up. Had to trust myself, if it ain't felt it, it ain't real enough. Church, nigga.
So you'll basically pull, that cable's pulling up a little bit. So when you push down, just think about pushing down and in. So you've got a little bit of a converging path, and you're also pushing into those lower fibers.
Yeah.
Be proud of this. Been a decade in the game, ain't do no sucker shit. I've been riding my own lane and I've been true to this. Out here coaching up my people like I'm Popovich. I'm popping shit, I'm rare. Women, they just stare. Say she wanna ride me like she saw me at the fair.
That's it.
You can make your move, but you gon' lose with them veneers. I just play it cool cause I look through you like a mirror. Got it now, it's time.
Good. Big squeeze to the chest. That's it. Press down into the press. Press down a little bit lower. There you go. Just like that. Press down a little bit lower. There you go. Again. Come on. Dig them out. Squeeze. Drive through. Good. There's one more. Yeah, there's one more. There's one more. Press down. Good set. Nice, mate.
Feel me now, they gon' build you up and tear you down. But stand your ground, must be rooted to keep evil out. And people out, watch your tongue and who you speaking about. If your intentions don't align, and we gon' weave it out. Straight up. If your intentions don't align, and we gon' weave it out.
Coming towards the end now, so I've been heavily chest focused, upper shelf, which we need more of anyway. But then we're gonna have a little round of posing, see where we're at, and then get the protocol, which I think it'll just be a case of rinse and repeat. The weight's dropping, hopefully into, it was back in the 90s today, 90.40. So it's hovering around those 90s, 89s. So it looks like within the next 10 weeks we'll probably be around the 85, 84, which is what I always dreamt of going on stage at. The perfect weight, I think, for my height. So let's see what the boss man says. Can't wait to be lean me. Won't catch me doing any of that yet. Still got about 20% body fat. Looks very good though.
Bring that dead. So lift stuff up. So think side delts instead of rear delts. And think about that coming almost like a Y. There you go. See what I mean?
Yep.
There you go. A little bit further out towards me with the hands. There. Good. Yeah, you're going to take full reps first, and then once you can't go full, just go partials, but keep the same squeeze. Good, mate. Good, keep going. Nice. Yeah, nice. It's all that new muscle through, mate. Especially for you now, like we know that this has got a long way to go as well. Once that weight is all the way, like you can see, I was saying to Reese the other day, like you can see when you put your hands in and pull onto your hips, you can see where it would start to form. And it's with that new tissue now, especially on your chest and your delts, makes a big old fucking difference there. It's just getting enough through that front shot where you've got, like you want to have a little bit of control over your obliques, but you don't want to contract your obliques so much that you lose your abs, if that makes sense. It's a bit of a balance of both. Like when you're lean, you've got good abs, and you've got good obliques, so it's just balancing on both of them. And try not to contract this pec too much as well, letting that pec sit full. So you'll get a lot of guys that do a front shot, just trying to squeeze that pec. And it almost like deforms the front of the pose, whereas the more you can just sit there, and just let that chest just hang out full, it's better. Yeah, transition to the rear. What would you do? Like go back to the front and imagine if it was caught, now how would you transition back? Yeah. Yeah, this arm's not too high. Yeah. Reset that, and go one more time. And then again, once you've hit it, just let the hands drop a little bit. There. Transition back to the front. Both hands on. So if you're there, so like if you're there, don't let that arm go down here. Let it pull all the way up so you're there and you can see the obliques, and then transition back. So use that as a pose, mate. Don't see it as use it as an actual pose. Bang. Yeah. Hands down a little bit. There. It's alright, you're going to walk from this side.
I'll probably walk on and I'd have to reset.
Pull across, yeah. So you could start, when you pull across, you could start there.
The oblique.
And then pull into the front pose. Just walk through.
So I'd probably walk on.
Nice. Bang. 3, 2, 1, both hands on. 3, 2, 1, transition. Hands down a little bit. 3, 2, 1, transition to front. Both hands on. Remember when you're doing that as well, you've got to get used to fucking smiling as well.
Yeah.
So when you're walking on the stage, you're there, judges, eye contact, and as soon as you're in, big old fucking grin. Even to the point where you're walking on stage, like you can have a little bit of this, but as soon as you get to the middle of the stage, bang, there.
Yeah.
Transition, and your eye contact's just set.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you start doing this, you're going to be all over the place, mate.
Yeah.
If there's fucking 400 people in front of you, it's harder to pinpoint where you are as well.
Yeah.
Both hands on. Transition. Both hands. See, that was better there because you stuck the pose. Yeah, they'll give you longer than you think.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like 30 seconds fuck off.
Walk on.
In a regional, set it, and then move. This thing about gluing every pose, because if it feels rushed for you, it'll be way more rushed for the people watching.
Yeah. Bring the lat out there then, wide.
I would, but just not to the point of changing where your hip direction is.
Yeah.
So like, there's a difference between doing this across and then moving your whole hips to face forward.
Yeah, it's almost like.
There, yeah.
Yeah. Then bring the arm.
What they typically haven't liked this year, and just in general, is, well, face front, it's like, it depends on who you're judging with. What they haven't liked for a lot of times is people who are literally posing from the side, like you did it in your regional and they didn't like it. Too squared off. Like, especially if you've got tissue, like you're both wide guys, so you want to see that full width through your shoulders. It's like you might feel that it's like, oh, I'm going to be wide as fuck if I'm here, but when you look at it from the back, especially when the judges, when they're down here, you'll look like your arms are there. And a lot of the times they'll just tell you to bring your arms a little bit lower, especially in America, they'll ping you on it back. And obviously all the head judges and pro qualifiers are American. Yeah. Yeah. It's effortless as well. Like you can hold that all day.
Yeah, whereas that.
Whereas the only issue you have with this is you're then having to navigate where the upper arm, where that sits.
Yeah.
And when you're on stage and there's fucking 1,000 things going on, you can hit that easy. Yeah. There. Yeah, that's the shot. 100%. Little bit of a weight bearing off the other leg. Bang. Once that waist comes in and you get the shape that you know is there, all that new muscle will look so much more impactful as well.
Do you think there's a lot to come off? Fair bit.
Yeah, it's a good chunk, yeah.
How many pounds?
Don't even think about that.
Really? Just go off the look. Pulling food?
Yeah.
You for fuck's sake. No, my appetite's all right, but I knew food would come down.
You've got very, like, there's options that you can play with. There's tons of stuff in the toolbox, and your body's changing quick. So.
Yeah, I've only ever done like a 7-8 week prep, so for this, I think. Yeah. Peeled for the regional or for the pro qualifier.
You'll be peeled for the regional.
And then just manage it
and
into
then
the pro qualifier.
You're just getting fuller and fuller for the pro qualifier. Because once that conditioning is there, all you're doing is just playing around with manipulating nutrition to find the best look. And ideally, we'd like to do that a week or two before the first show.
Yeah.
So like in the next 6.5 weeks, that's where that is going to really start to pull through.
So try and get the job done 2 weeks out.
10 days, yeah.
10 days. Job done. Drive home now. Have post-workout. And then into an afternoon of calls. But happy with that. Feel Cal helped with the posing because I knew that this shot was the best shot. Whereas when I hit this, it stretches his chest out. So I'm happy I've had his feedback on that, and he's adjusted my back shot, which has given me more confidence in where I sit the arms. But the posing, as you can see, needs a lot of work. Those boys who was posing after me, a lot more fluent, a lot more confident, but they've got a lot more stage presence, so it's just up to me now to deliver on that posing and make sure after fasted cardio every morning, I'm adding my own flow, my own style to it, which I'll commit the time, and like anything with consistency, it'll come good. I won't make myself look them up it on show day, there's not a chance, and I won't leave things to chance. So it's about nailing the mandatories, but nailing the transitions as well. So 2 big days, posing like a pro, which I'm certainly not doing yet, but I will be. And then in person with the boss man today. Plenty more stuff coming. We're going to show you a full day of eating at 9 weeks out next week, because food has just got dropped, I've just been told, because there's a lot of fat to come off. And then we're going to hit a few other gyms across the UK make the most of the lighting as I start to get lean. Of course, just keep giving you those physique updates. We're not really bringing that to Instagram at the minute, but we're going to start to as I start to drop body fat. So remember, like, comment and subscribe. Anything you want to see from the prep series, let me know. But me and Alex have just planned some exciting shit, so make sure you stay tuned. See you in the next one.